Okay, it's been a hot minute, hasn't it? I mean, yeah, it has. I have a very valid excuse though. I got a nerve strain, so I couldn't draw for a bit. And, I also have a dog. Her name's Aphrodite. She's a Maltese. She's tiny, she's fluffy, and she likes to hit me. But it's okay, she's basically an anime to tsundere girl cursed to live in a fluffy white dog body. Can you tell I'm totes obsessed with her? As you can totally tell, I'm doing so much better now. Like, hello, I'm making videos and stuff. Sorry about that though. I generally didn't expect to be like totes injured out of nowhere. But it's okay, we can bond over that. And over the fact that I may or may not have unlocked a tiny bit of health trauma. Don't worry, it builds character and it can be like totally part of my OC lore. Okay, going back to the original idea of this video, my goal for 2026 is to finally give my old OCs updated designs and stuff. Or, you know, actually design the OCs that's been totally stuck in my head since forever. I know a lot of people might know me for my other OC universe, Lumi Pre, which is fair. I do actively post that OC series on social media. Kind of. I'm trying to get better at posting my OCs. It's really hard, okay? But not a lot of people know that I actually kept all of my old OCs. And I mean old, like ancient. They've been with me since I was a baby bug. And I never let them go. They just kept evolving with me, quietly marinating in my bug brain until now. So I kinda wanna like introduce them to you. Well, one of them. We have more. I totally wanna introduce my other OCs and other series down the line, but for now, I wanna focus on this one. Because even though she's not a main character, she's been with me for a long time. Before I properly introduce her to you, I wanna give you a little history. Like, I'm gonna be extremely and totally vulnerable with you guys. To prove that, I'm gonna showcase my old art. Okay, it's not that scary or bad. It's just a little embarrassing. But I really do want to show how my style developed over time and prove that it's totally possible for anyone to improve. I think I was around 9 or 10 years old when I first started doing digital art. So back in the day, there was this old art drawing website run by Disney called Disney Create. And yes, this was a real website. You could post art and stuff on there. It was basically like Magma, but for kids, if that makes sense. It sadly shut down in 2014, but because of that site, I started doing digital art and eventually moved on to Divan art. Back then, I mostly drew in the Powerpuff Girls art style, because it was really simple for me at that time, and I loved Powerpuff Girls. There was actually a whole fandom of people who drew in that style. Funny enough, I recently rekindled with one of the artists from that same circle. I saw the reel and I was like, wait, I know you! And they were like, I know you too. It was honestly surreal, but it was very, very nice to like rekindle with them. I wanted to quickly mention this before I show you the art so you have like some context. She was never a Powerpuff Girl OC. I mean, I did have some Powerpuff Girl OCs, but that was like later on in my art journey. I'm just telling you ahead of time so you don't get too freaked out by the art style. I probably have doodles of this character in my old art notebooks. My dad actually loves to collect my art throughout the years because he was an artist too. So if anyone's curious, or maybe they want me to do a video on that, maybe leave a comment, or maybe I can turn those Powerpuff Girl OCs into a redesign. Who knows? There are like 3 eras of her technically. I call them Sakura, Valentine, and Baffy. Why? Well, this girl went through 3 different name changes. I don't really remember why these name changes happened except for the Baffy one. So, her original name was Sakura Bunny. Yes, that was her name. She was like 106-year-old ice mage angel. I don't know. I was really young, so it's a little fuzzy. But I do remember her prominent pink hair and icy blue eyes. During this time, I also pretended I had 2 sisters. Because I was an only child and I really wanted siblings. So I made myself the oldest, Sakura the middle, and this black hair girl who I won't reveal just yet because she'll make an appearance in a video someday, the youngest. Yeah, I do not give off older sibling energy. Like, I wish I did, but no. I really wish I had more art of Valentine during this time. I think I mostly just drew her in my notebooks back then. I do have like 1 or 2 art pieces of her and her sister. I don't know if our current Baffy would even have a younger sister anymore, but it's still like an interesting part of her history. During this time, Valentine was actually based off like the Cupid love angel motif instead of the ice magic stuff. Now, onto the Baffy era. I actually redesigned her in a lot of my old OCs in 2020. Her original concept was supposed to be more on the sexy side, kind of like a succubus. But that changed pretty quickly because I realized I prefer a cuter, softer look for her. So, now she's Baffy, or her government name, Baffet Mefmont Paimon. I did not pronounce that right, but we're gonna keep on going. Her name is supposed to be like stupidly long, but I'm shortening it for this video. She lives in a world where monsters are more prominent, and humans are known as myths. The series she's in is called Grimnor Hotel, which follows a peculiar monster family that runs a dying hotel. And then a human boy shows up and tries to fix both the hotel and the family. Does that sound familiar? It's basically Gordon Ramsay's Hotel Hell, but with monsters, because in 2020, I was extremely addicted to watching Hotel Hell. Baffy doesn't have like a lot of super complicated lore, and that's honestly intentional. She's the devil's favorite daughter and grew up extremely spoiled and wealthy, but she's not a mean girl at all. She has very strong Elwood's energy, raised in privilege but generally kind and empathetic, though she is obsessed with the idea of love, trying to be the ultimate matchmaker for her friends. Believe it or not, Baffy's actually a rival character. What does that mean? Well, she has her own hotel and is competing with the Grimnor family. And here's a little fun fact. All of these hotels are based off the major arcana. I think it's kind of obvious what Baffy represents, but I'm just gonna say it out loud. Baffy represents the Lover's Arcana. Hold on, Rin. What does that actually mean? You're just saying a bunch of words now. Which is true, I am saying words. But it basically means that her hotel is a... Drum roll, please! A love hotel! Wait, no, not those. In canon, Baffy literally refers to it as a love hotel, not really knowing the implications of that word, but it's a hotel that's mainly for couples. Think of it like a couples resort. In Grimnor Hotel, each rival represents a different type of hotel, all competing to become the most popular hotel. In the real world, we actually have like a lot of those hotels based off gimmicks and themes. For example, Lego and Disney hotels are based off of their franchises and have themed rooms. Then there are hotels with more subtle or loose themes, like the Tree Point Hotel in Washington State. It's basically like a treehouse. Or even the Clown Motel in Nevada, which obviously has a clown theme. It's in the name, Clown Motel. I think there's clowns. Las Vegas also has like a ton of themed hotels though. I don't really know why. Maybe that's why in the world of Grimnor Hotel, everyone's kinda obsessed with hotels. Maybe it's like a bootleg Las Vegas, but more spookier and cuter and filled with monsters. Okay, no more about hotels. Enough! Baffy's old design from 2022, the one where I revised her after I didn't like the succubus theme, she looks super totally cute. Like, I love her so much. Ah! Her hair had like little pigtails and she wore like pink puffy shorts. While I really like this design, I feel like it would be better as an alternative outfit instead of like a main outfit for her. Then in 2024, I quickly updated her design for Art Fight. All my friends and mutuals were doing it that year, so I decided to update my old OCs too. Personally, I really like this design as well. I just think it accidentally leans a little on the sexy side. Though, I can totally see Baffy wearing this outfit. I also super adore her hairstyle in this one. Like, she looks so good with her hair down. There's nothing really wrong with these two designs. I just think neither of them really screams princessy. Also, I want to get rid of the white in her design. While the white is super cute and emphasizes the love theme color palette, it didn't really fit the 2000 spooky emo Grimnor hotel world, you know? So for this updated design of Baffy, I removed the white and added black. For her hairstyle, I actually tried to mix both the 2022 version and the 2024 version. Honestly, I think it's super cute. While I originally didn't intend to add the hearts that hold the pigtails, I think it's super cute and whimsical! And after that, I have those little heart strands and a heart ohoge. I was really into Twisted Wonderland at the time, so I kinda took inspiration from Riddle Roseheart. All the previous versions of Baffy always had ribbons, so I tried to add even more ribbons and bows this time. I think it gives her a girly look that doesn't scream childish. I really wanted to avoid anything that makes her extremely childish though. But I also don't want to make her too mature, since that's not very in character for Baffy. My goal was to just really hit the girly department. Later in the design process, I added a bunch of hearts, mainly on her hair, her bows, and even on her tights. It just brings everything together and makes her feel more whimsical and cute without like overdoing it, I think. I did low-key forget some original aspects of her design, for example, the wings. I originally did not draw the wings until like later on, and I was like, oh my god, I forgot the wings, so I added them quickly. I kind of fumbled there because the pose would have blocked them anyway, so if I wanted to add the wings, I would have to move them down so the viewer can see them. Now she has little hip wings! I actually think it's really cute. I actually prefer the little hip wings in my opinion. Don't know why. I just feel like that's very her. I also added a bunch of pros around her design. There's like 2 reasons for that. One of them is just like, it kind of makes her design a little bit unique in my opinion. I also think the dangly parts makes her, you know, I just think it's cute. Another one is like, she kind of gives me gal, but not really. I wouldn't consider Baffy a gal, but her whole design is reminding me of like gal fashion. I think it's mainly due to the leopard prints. I actually moved the leopard prints from her bottom of the dress to like the sleeves. I thought it was cute, but I feel like it going on the sleeves would be a lot more better, and I sadly removed the 2 bows on the sleeves because I just felt it was too busy and it kept like, ugh! It kept bothering me, so I had to delete it. Now looking back, Baffy didn't really have like a physical redesign, and what I mean is like, not a lot of physical features changed about her. Personally, with this redesign, it kind of felt like she just grew up. I don't really know how to put in words. It just feels like she kind of evolved. I guess like a Pokemon. Or the way kids in middle school and high school start exploring their fashion sense and then they figure out what they actually like. I really do like this redesign. Even though it's a lot more simple, I feel like it fits her current Baffy a lot more better. And she's super cute! Ah! I love it! When I redesign characters, I'm the type of person who prefers not to change too much unless I really feel like it's necessary. I don't want to lose aspects of the design I originally loved. I know a lot of people do full overhauls when they redesign, and that's totally valid. Super valid, totes get it, I know what's up. While Baffy did technically get an overhaul, I still made sure to keep parts of her that feel very her, very Baffy, if that makes sense. I don't think it's bad to completely redo a character. If anything, sometimes it's very needed. I like totally understand, I get it, me too. But when I'm redesigning this character, who's been with me for such a long time, I wanted to keep my child whimsy. I wanted to keep the silly aspects of her design. I want to make it goofy, but I want to make it like she evolved with me. I don't want to lose the child in me. So I wanted to like hold on to the pieces that made me fall in love with them. Believe it or not, this is actually one of the easiest redesigns I have ever done, for myself at least. Usually when I'm designing or redesigning a character, it's very hard for me. I don't really know why. I just have weird difficulty block, I guess. But I have an idea why I consider this one of the easiest redesigns I've ever done. And I want to thank it to my past self. Everyone say, thank you, Baby Rin. Thank you, Baby Rin. Without Baby Rin keeping this character alive, I feel like I would actually forget about her and not even use her. With my current characters, or like characters I'm currently designing, I've been struggling a lot more. I think it's because of their outfits, don't know why. So, shout out to Silas for having like 12 different concept arts, because my audience, they wanted to keep the abs. He will get his own special video, I promise, I'm working on it. I just, scary, that's scary, I don't want to think about that. Since we are near the end, I wanted to make like a really quick reference sheet. I don't want to put any time and effort, and I want it to be like a general reference sheet. So no matter like what series, I am using like Lumi Pre, Fairy Tail Express, Ooh, you guys might be hyped for that one. A lot of people might like that. It's, guess what? Fairy tale theme. Ooh, got distracted there. I wanted to make a reference sheet kind of based off like my old middle school and high school notebooks. You know, so I kind of did that. Some of the characters might have like ripped papers, or some of them might be clean. I also wanted to do like a really funny thing where they kind of like draw themselves out, and their color swatches are like, you know, like lines on the paper and stuff. I thought that was cute. It's very simple and cute. It's like very easy to make, but I thought it was really adorable at the time, and I might keep doing it for the other characters. I might make separate reference sheets for like their own series, but not right now. I'm too lazy. I got kids to feed, like my dog who's barking. Hi Aphrodite, do you want to say bye? You want to say bye? Ooh, you want to say bye so bad. She's saying bye.